Are you wondering what it's like to live in Northport? You've come to the right place. I put together a list of reasons why it might or might not be the right place for you. I'm Kasia Benas and I'm a real estate agent with Realty Hub in Venice, Florida. My goal is to inform you what it's like to live in the area. Northport is one of the fastest growing cities in Florida, and recently U-Haul named it the #1 top 25 growth city in 2020. So it's no wonder that people are interested and want to know more about this great town. I'm going to start out with the pros. The first one is quiet. Northport is a lot less densely populated than the neighboring cities such as Venice or Sarasota. Northport has about 80,000 residents within over 100 square miles. By comparison, Sarasota has about 60,000 residents within a 24 square mile area. Also, it is quiet because Northport is comprised of primarily residential lots. There's very little commercial lots compared to its neighbors. Also, only about 50% of all residential lots in Northport have been developed. The second pro is privacy and space. Since many of the residential lots are still undeveloped, residents feel a sense of privacy and more space. There are still many street blocks where 1 or 2 homes are built and the rest is untouched land to enjoy until someone decides to build on it. The third great thing about Northport is affordability. Northport is one of the most affordable areas of Sarasota County. While median home price in Sarasota is currently around $370,000, in Northport that number is about $260,000. Because Northport is newer and more affordable, its median age is lower than other areas in Southwest Florida. Young families and first-time home buyers who also tend to be younger will frequently settle in Northport because of everything that Northport has to offer while staying affordable. Because of this, the median age in Northport is 46, which is a lot younger than some of its neighbors. For example, Venice has a median age of 69. Because many of the residents are younger, they push for more resources being allocated to parks, playgrounds, and recreational facilities. As a result, the majority of playgrounds in Northport are very new, and there are many great facilities such as the Northport Aquatic Park, the Garden of the Five Senses, and Morgan Family Community Center for families with kids to enjoy. The fourth advantage that Northport has over some of the other affordable areas in Southwest Florida is great schools. All elementary schools in Northport rank 7 or 8 out of 10 on greatschools.org. The 3 middle schools rank above average for the state, and the Northport High School ranks at 5 out of 10. Now we're on to the cons of living in Northport. The first one is distance to the beach. As you can see on the map of the surrounding areas, Northport is more inland, so no beaches close by. The area around the warm mineral springs is the closest to the beaches, with travel time around 20 minutes. For other parts of Northport, you should give yourself at least 30 minutes. For those of us who moved to Florida, sun and sea are top reasons why we moved here. In Northport, you have to travel longer to get to the sea. The second disadvantage of living in Northport is that it can get a little boring. Because it's more secluded and undeveloped, most Northport is just miles and miles of residential areas. There are very few choices for things to do in Northport. This can be an advantage if you're looking for peace and quiet, but if you want a little bit of excitement, Northport might not be the place for you. The third con is the speed at which Northport is growing. It is currently growing not only in population, but the number of new homes. This means if you buy an existing home in Northport, it's very likely that the peace and quiet and privacy will be interrupted by an ongoing construction nearby. You have to keep in mind that although the area is secluded right now, the majority of the lot owners intend to build on them eventually. Because of the growth, the city is having some issues with keeping up with the infrastructure improvements. And this is the fourth con of living in Northport. The original development of Northport was throughout the 60s and 70s. This means that a lot of the lot infrastructure is dated and needs maintenance and replacement. Also, a lot of things weren't thought through in that time, so there are some issues with streets not being wide enough, limited access to public water and sewer, and drainage issues. The final con of Northport is no real city center. The original developers were so concentrated on selling residential lots that they overlooked the need for a real downtown area where residents can go to for a sense of community and unity. So it's also lacking a central place for cultural and social gatherings. Currently, Whalen Park is being developed in northeast part of Northport, closer to Warm Mineral Springs. It is a master planned community with a planned downtown area. I'm not sure if it's central enough to serve as a downtown for the entire Northport community. We'll just have to wait and see. It will include an 80-acre activity lake, restaurants, retail shops, concert and festival areas, a food truck park, splash pad, and children's play area. It is anticipated to open in 2022. This is also where the Atlanta Braves have their new spring training facility. I hope my list of pros and cons of Northport gave you an idea if the city is the right fit for you. If it is, I would love to help you find the perfect home. If not, I'll be happy to help you find something else. Please call me today with any questions or real estate needs. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I post videos regularly about life in Southwest Florida, so if you're interested in learning more, don't forget to subscribe.